Hi everyone, my name is Shelley, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about alcohol inks. I'm not an expert or anything like that. I actually just started doing them like within the last 5 or 6 months. But since I started doing them, I absolutely fell in love. And I've been making flowers and doodles and all sorts of things. It just overtook me like fluid art did. I feel like it is part of fluid art, but I'm really loving it a lot. And here, I'll just tell you a little bit about what I started doing and what I know about it. Sorry if I miss some things. Like I said, I'm not an expert. I am just finding my way every day, just like everybody else. So I'll just put the camera down because I don't like being on camera, and I'll show you a few things of how I do them and what I use. Okay, here we go. Okay, now I'm not sure where I cut off, but I was talking about EVO paper for alcohol inks, and you make a mistake and you can erase it. Whereas with the Yupo paper, you cannot. This is the EVO paper. It's like a chalkboard. This is about $18 for 10 sheets. I normally cut them in half. So you get 2, or you can cut them into 4x6s. Or you can use the craft plastic paper. It's a little more expensive than the EVO paper. It's a little bigger too. And it's the same thing, synthetic paper. And I think it's the same weight. This is a 0.010 or 200 GSMs. And the EVO paper is, they both come in black or white. Let's see if it says that GSMs on it. This is 11 mil. I don't know, but I tend to like the EVO paper better for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. I just favor it better. Now, there's a right and a wrong side to this paper too. One side kind of erases better. And I'm still kind of get the gist of that, but from what I was told, let's see. Here's a brand new sheet. One side is more textured, and it's hard for me to tell because I don't feel anything with my fingertips. But from looking at it, this side looks more textured. And I believe that's the side that you want to work on. So let's just try it. I'll just put a little mark on it and see if it erases. Well, if it don't erase well, that's not the side. Make a mistake on there. Okay. Yep, that's the side. The textured side. So there we go. And you can buy the EVO paper online on Amazon. So, okay. That is... And you can use tiles. You can use clayboard. You can use metal. You can use plastic, clear plastic. Anything that doesn't absorb. Glass. You can, so whatever you can think of is it's limited, yet it's limitless, if that makes sense. Okay. It's late. I'm tired here. So, okay. Typically, when people are doing the alcohol inks, they will do blending because they normally blend their inks. I've been using Ranger, Tim Holtz Ranger inks. I did some investigating before I got involved in it, and people were saying that they like the Tim Holtz Ranger alcohol inks, and that's these alcohol inks. You don't need a whole lot of colors either. like you do with alcohol, with acrylics. I have a bunch of, not a whole bunch, but a couple handfuls of the Ranger inks. And then I have some like Pixis Gold. I ordered some Pixis Brass. It's coming today. And you can either blend it with 91% or 99%. People use differences. And what I learned with the ink, the alcohol is I started out with 91% and loved it. I was making my white flowers, and then I switched to 99% because I thought, oh, okay, 99%, that's going to be better. It's a higher number, you know. And I seen a video that said it has a slower drying time, so meaning you had more time to work on your painting. But they misspoke in that video because 99 actually dries faster than 91. And for about a month, my flowers were not turning out. I'm like, what the heck is going on? I couldn't figure out, did I lose my touch or what the heck? And then finally, like, I was watching one of Kimberly's videos, and she's talking about the 91%, or they were collaborating about it, and the 91% is the one that dries slower, which gives you more time to work on your project. You like to have more time because it dries really fast. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then it all made sense. Like, yes, 91% has less alcohol than 99 does, and if it has less alcohol, it's going to dry slower. More alcohol is going to dry faster because it evaporates. Anyway, they'll blend with that or this. And there's other blending solutions too. And actually, I ordered a new one I'm going to try. I haven't tried it yet. This is the Tim Holtz Ranger blending solution. And this is called Copic Colorless Blender. I was going to try that. I guess maybe we could try it here, hey? Okay. It's more reasonably priced than the Ranger one. And obviously, look, it's a much bigger bottle. So if this works, this is $11.99 versus these are 2 for $15. These are only 2 ounce. So yeah. Okay, I'm going to try one of the white flowers here for you. Anyway, them are the basics. You can do these alcohol inks with those, and you can just blend your colors together with your blending solution or your alcohol ink, or you can use, many people use these little tools, micro brushes they're called, little tools that you can make the center of your flowers with. They got little cotton swabs on the end of them. They dot. They're only like $5 or $6 for like, I don't know, 1 to 500, I can't remember. A lot of people use those. You can use canned air. You use brushes or silicone brushes. Make little flowers with silicone brushes. Say, for instance, you're down here and you make a leaf. You can dot your pink, make a flower with a silicone brush. Or there's other small ones for small detail. These are like $5 or $4 or $5 on Amazon. They're makeup applicators. Okay, hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to find this. This is the Tim Holtz air bulb, and it blows air out of it. This is what I use to blow my petals out with, or you can use the canned air. I've been practicing with it. It's not as easy as it looks, but I'm sure that'll come later. But okay, and it's so fun to do experimenting. You can layer these colors. You can use brushes. You can use all kinds of different tools. You can use your little dotting tools. You can put it on dry and then wet it and then do it. You can just do wet to wet where you put your blending solution on. That's how I do the landscapes. Where's one of my landscapes? I'll show you. Here. Okay, here's one of my landscapes that I do wet on wet. And this is put into, you know, a matte frame. It is loose in here. That's how you leave them loose in here. It's called T-hinge. You T-hinge them in here. You want to leave them loose because they can buckle and stuff over time. You use a linen tape to put these together. These are two separate pieces, and you use linen tape. And there you go. But that is done like with wet on wet. So I basically put my blending solution down and put some blue dots down and la la la, and just I used this and I used the canned air for this, but yeah, it's super fun. So there's that, and I'll show you how I started. Let's see if I can get you in frame here. I don't know if this is going to turn out or not. I hope it will. I'm going to use, let's see, I like for my flowers to either use this Malibu, has a little ball in there, Malibu white, or let's see if I can find it. The Pixis Snow works really good, and the Snow Cap does work good too. But you gotta put, you know, it's more steps. And I want to see if I can find my glitter stuff. Hang on. Okay, so I'm gonna make my white flowers. For the more opaque white ones, I use the Malibu white. I don't know where I put my cap now. And then for like these ones, I am using Pixis Snow. Hang on a second. Okay, anyway, I was trying to figure out which ink I used for that. And I did buy some of this Sig Wong white. It's like just a little cheap white. It seemed to work okay. Like, here, I'll put a little bit down. I made the hole too big, so, and I don't use alcohol with it. It's pretty thin. I don't think I used that one though. Yeah, it's okay. That's nice, like as a background for a flower. We'll try it. And you just blow with your little blower here. Not sure if you can see me. I'll try going this way. Hope that helps. No, I'm going on a weird angle. Okay, oops, I put too much down. Okay, I'm just going to leave that one like that. Although I'm kind of off here. I can always cut my paper down. I make my papers too big on purpose so I can cut some down. There, that one's nice. You're going to get some little swirls in there and stuff like that. I'm going to take that one out and that one out because I don't like the way they look. So then I just go piece of paper towel, that one, and this one. Bye-bye. Okay, there we go. There, we don't want any haze on it. Okay, so, alright, let's try it. I usually go towards myself. That seems to work the best. That one even looks funny now. I don't know if I used this one because it's not drying how I like. Yeah, I don't think I used that one. I'm gonna try this one. So okay, we're gonna erase this. We're gonna go like that. And then I just take let's see what I got here. a paper towel, and I go like this. And just wipe it off. And there we go. Problem solved. Oh yeah. Not a good thing for me because I'm very picky on myself. So anyway, before you do your ink, like make sure you check it up, and you might want to wear gloves because it's your hands are gonna be full of it. I'll go like that. And where's my alcohol? Little dot. Yeah, there we go. Better. Sometimes I'll take those little ends off if I don't like them, but well, you can always shape it up afterwards. That's what's nice about it. That one's coming off the paper, so I would probably just do a little off the, you don't want it coming off the paper. And it's okay, it don't matter if it comes off, but I don't like it. And I don't know if I'm even liking that one. I'm not. Yeah, here we go. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna go with the Malibu. That I know works really well. And where are you, Malibu? Have to use alcohol with it though. Okay, here we go. Put a little dot down. Dot down. There we go. Every ink has different properties, and it doesn't mean that one's worse than the other. They just have different uses. I'm going to try to make it so you can see this. Darn it. Yeah, I messed that one up. Because I was moving. See, isn't that nice? Like a little eraser. Yeah. Okay, here you go. Just a little dot. And just rub that up. That's good enough. And then another little dot. And another dot. Sort of, and then a little dot. Oops. Okay. And my ball fell. Alright. And then a dot. That's okay if it goes off. It's alright. Alright. We're just gonna, that one I'm gonna keep, but I'm just gonna go like that. That's okay. Alright. I turned my paper so I don't have to. Oh, wrong one. I need that. Okay, and then we can keep going with the white, but what I've done is gone with where's that? Where I put it? The silvery, the pearl the Pixis Pearl. I have a little bottle mixed up here. Here it is. Pixis Pearl is going to go in between these. I have it mixed with just a little blending solution. Okay. And Pixis Pearl. And that's okay. Because we're going to fix these up here. And we'll have some more that'll come over that. But yep, that's okay. And pearl and the white. And we're gonna go pearl and the white. And then we're gonna do it again. And you just kind of keep going around until you like how you like it. Oops, darn it. That happened. So I'm just gonna, what do I do? Put a little pearl down. Okay. I'm just gonna leave that there. But I'm gonna take off this pearl here. And you can always do this later too. Okay. I guess not that big of a deal. Okay. But alright, I'm sorry, am I still here? Okay. And then give it another shake. So then I'm gonna go around with pearl, white, this is not something I came up with. I found this on YouTube. I can't remember who did it. God, I'll put her name. I'll give you her name. I'll look it up before I post this. I'm not putting this on YouTube, I don't think, but I'll name her. I don't like to not give other artists credit for what they've done and what I've learned from them. But yeah, I got it from another lady. I think Hardy House. Not 100% though. I have to go and recheck. But she did it gorgeous. And she used different whites than I do. I think she used Snowcap. And yeah. I'm using the Malibu. I like the Malibu myself, actually, since I've been using it. And there. And you just kind of go around until you like it. And probably I want to get something more in here. Like that. There. That was had a hole there, so we had to fix that. I think I think you know you're a beginner, and like I'm still a beginner. Like I think you'd be able to do it. Like you just, I take my hand and because I have trouble with my hands though, so I hold it like this and just give it a good squeeze. Oh God. My hand was really sore at first actually, but I got used to it. And now I like try to use the canned air, and it just, I don't know. I'm getting better at it, but I've seen other people do it and they make it look so easy. And then for me, it is not, I don't know. It's very hard to control for me for some reason. It's good for like, I like it for my sunset. Really like it for my sunset. I think I'm going to do just some white in here. And no silver. Because I want to get some more white towards the center here. And you just kind of gently nibble that off there. That. Keep going around and around. Around and oops, round one first. Like that. Making my petals a little wider towards the center. Makes them look a little more like they're coming out from a center. If you do them a little wider like that. Towards the center. Okay. So I'm getting to the center here. And then you can kind of see, oops, darn it. Put the wrong one down. That's okay. Do what the inks do. Do what the inks tell you. Follow the inks. There, so okay. I'm gonna just go with that for now. And I know the top looks a little weird. Oh, that looks a little weird here. Okay. But that's okay. So then what I do is I take, this is Tim Holtz Ranger Pitch Black. And I was taking a dropper and dropping that in there. Oh my gosh, and it was just turning into a mess. But so I have a palette that I use, and then I put a couple of drops in there of the black, and then I pick a color, rosewood I'm gonna take this time, and I'm just gonna put a little of that in there so I have some color coming up when it's blending. So I'm gonna put some black in there first. Take my little micro brush tool and just rub some black in there. Okay, dry that. And then I'm going to take on a little brush, I'm going to take some of that rosewood, and I'm going to put that in here along the edges. So when I do my next step here, it's going to look like there's some red coming out. So it looks like it's coming from the stem. So, all right. Okay, I'm gonna wait a couple seconds for that to dry. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you how I dotted a little bit of Dijon. I went like this. I took the Dijon and I just went around and dotted a little bit of Dijon in there too. Just for like a more red gold, I guess, for a deeper or more rich red-ish color, I guess. Okay, so, and I haven't done this color yet. So, and I take a little dot of the alcohol ink and put it right there. Ooh, and you just come out like that. Like so. I'm gonna get a smaller bottle, and if you have a smaller bottle, it comes out slower, and if you don't have a lot in there, it's nicer because it don't come out as fast. Like even this big bottle, I don't have a lot in there, so can I do that? It came out just as fast. Okay, go like that. That's not bad. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Where's one of my smaller bottles? It's got a whole bunch in there though. Darn it. Okay. Okay. And then it looks seated when you do this. It like gives it the final little touch that it needs. It makes it look kind of realistic. Wakes it up. And then what I'll do is I'll kind of look at it. And if I'm really wondering about it, I take a picture. And somehow your phone will like, it says everything. And then what I do, see how them spots are there? I'll take the white. Where are you? Here you are. Actually, I want to do more. Nah, I'll do this one. Do that. Like that. And that looks like got some petals coming out there. One more right there. And I need one more right here. Okay. So, that's how I do it. Darn it. I hate that when that happens. But it happens. Oh, that reminds me, I should tell you. I'll get another one here. I was having a really hard time with my flowers. Like, I'm like, oh, this is not working. It would not blow the ink. Well, I see the end there. I don't know if you can see that. Ink gets in there. And you gotta go and clean that because it starts making your hole smaller and smaller. And if your flowers aren't turning out, chances are it's because your end is like clogged. So anyway, yeah, that's what I do. And then if you want to watch me do the center, let me know.